All right, welcome back. Lead word time. This is your host, Trey Daubert. Along with me, as always, Chad Bauman. Producer Isaiah is here, I think, for the third time. We're happy to have his help. So, uh, been a big part of the team so far. Anyway, we're going to go over the games, maybe preview the Super Bowl. Does that sound like a plan, Chad?
Sounds good.
Yeah. I have two side topics that I don't even know where to start with them or if I should even say them, or I might have to make Isaiah's job a little tougher and cut some of it. But I hope I don't have to do that. I feel like I got to get something off my chest, Chad.
Okay.
So, uh, and I'm gonna have plenty to talk about on cheese. So I just want to get this over with. So the social media girl's gone.
Like the one that's been doing it, or is she like a new intern person?
She was the new person that was supposed to do social media.
Did she post anything?
No.
Well, that'll do it.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Oh,
The only thing she
I have,
accomplished during the 8 days that it's been since she started was her intern quiz. And she couldn't understand why, not posting the Twitter account, the TikTok, the Facebook, or the Instagram during that time was maybe unacceptable.
So that means I have more social media posts than she does because I made one I made one tweet
Twit.
during the Eagles game on Sunday.
Did you?
Yeah, it was the video of the 49ers fans at the Rocky statue.
That was a great video.
I captioned it 49ers fans, if you could go back and do it over, would you?
That was a good tweet. I like that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was all me.
Chad, it's just so frustrating. You may have to cut this part out, but like, I don't even know how to phrase this, but like, to me, it's like, I want women at this company. Like, I think women should be a big part of this company. Like, the last thing I want to do is have a first take style show and stick them in the corner with two people yelling at each other. Like, I don't want that here. But we're now on I think this is the 5th or 6th female social media intern that just can't do it. So am I supposed to be like, well, if they're a girl and they're not a super expert on sports, I automatically can't hire her? That doesn't seem fair. But at the same time, it's like, why put myself through this?
I feel like you're generalizing on two fronts. One, that if they're a girl and they don't
It
know a
sounds
lot about
fucked up,
sports.
right?
Yeah, I feel like you're definitely generalizing there.
How would you react?
Have we had? Well, who's doing social now? Because they're the only person that's ever been good at it.
Hannafin does the game recaps. That's it. The game clips.
Okay, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's the only one that's ever been good at it.
I know.
So I don't feel like I feel like, again, you're generalizing. Oh, it's the lady social media people, when like,
no, I'm not necessarily.
We've never had
that.
someone good at it.
I'm not necessarily saying that. I'm saying the female, like, their specialty is social media, but they don't necessarily know sports. They've all been failures.
Well, you gotta get some people in here that are passionate about social media.
I'm at a loss for words. It was quite the way to 11 p.m. I got that message too, 11 p.m.
She quit?
No, she was she was blaming me for a lack of communication. It's like, if I give you all the logins and then nothing gets done over an 8-day span, it's not really a lack of communication,
Well, did she reach out?
No. I gave her the logins. She said thanks. And then 8 days go by of nothing being posted.
Well, maybe she didn't realize that she was supposed to post. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
I know. Isaiah, do you think that was fucked up to say? Does it need to be cut?
I feel like it could be a good like message for upcoming people like who would want to apply as that
Okay.
position. Like I don't think it's terrible. I mean, anything that gets put on the internet now is gonna get backlash no matter what. Like it doesn't matter. You could say the most vague thing, and someone's gonna find some way to twist it. So I feel like it wasn't
To me,
terrible.
it's not really about like it's not necessarily female. It's more so the people that like pride themselves on being good at social media, like that kind of thing, but they're not really experts on sports. Lesson learned. Lesson
Right.
learned.
You got a double major in sports and social media over here.
Yeah,
That's what I'm hearing.
I think
I feel
so. What other choice do I have? This is like five in a row now.
Honestly, I don't get it. Like, I feel like that would be the easiest one to do.
Yes,
Like,
that's
especially
why I
now,
don't get it.
like especially now, there's footballs on, fucking, well, not baseball, but football's on, hockey's on, basketball's on. Like, there's damn near a basketball game every fucking night. Like,
Yeah,
you can't find a basketball clip to fucking post.
NHL and NBA are on basically every night.
Like, it's not like this is like fucking July and the only thing going is fucking
Baseball, yeah.
baseball.
Shout out
Or
Iron
like,
Fist.
or like you got to go like, or you got to do like the deep dive and find the fucking like clips from like the Japanese football league or shit like that. Like fucking posting curling in the Olympics. Like it's fucking like the easiest time to post shit.
I know. It was immediate red flags during the intern quiz when it was like, this is a big wake up call for me. I've realized that researching about sports isn't going to be good enough. That was literally one of her quiz answers. I was like, oh no.
Yeah. We gotta get like social media's gotta, I feel like it's gotta be something where it's gotta be like, oh, like what's your class schedule? Okay, since you're off on Tuesdays, you're the intern in charge of the socials. You're the intern on Wednesdays. Like
And that's the craziest part. Apparently, she told Cervantes that her job wasn't to post to Twitter. Who said her job wasn't to post to Twitter?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, like I feel like there can be an argument made where like if you just sent her the social media logins and didn't really like give direction, maybe.
I told her to run a TikTok workshop for the writers. Show the writers what to do on TikTok. Let's get some of
Did she
those
do that?
TikToks in the articles, and it didn't get done.
Okay, well then that's like I said, there's an argument to be made. Like if you gave her the logins but didn't say like, here's the login, you can start posting stuff on social media now. Like
that was the
start
point.
posting. Oh, what? Hold on, let me finish. Like if you just didn't tell her like, oh, you can start posting on Twitter and Instagram and stuff now. Like I can maybe understand where she might be like, I didn't know I was supposed to do that yet. But at the same time, like, why wouldn't you ask?
Yeah.
Like that's where
that wasn't even the biggest problem. The biggest problem was do a TikTok workshop for the writers. 8 days go by and she doesn't even try to do it.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, she's got no legs to stand on.
And I had to deal with that at 11:30 at night. Like pick a better time to go over this stuff with me.
I would have just fucking saved it until the morning. I'm like, okay, you messaged me at 11 o'clock at night.
I couldn't though because I had to fire her then.
Okay, never mind.
I don't like being blamed for other people's problems.
Couldn't fire her in the morning.
She's on West Coast time, so it was really 8 for her, but still.
Okay, you fire. She'll wake up and be fired at.
I wasn't waiting until noon.
No, wake up. What do you get up at 6? What are they like 4 hours behind? Fire.
3.
She gets fired at 2 a.m.
No.
Okay, 3 hours.
Yeah,
she gets fired at 3 a.m. instead of.
All right, Isaiah, you can cut what you need to cut. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words with the social media interns. I just don't understand it. And especially when the articles are provided for you in the social media chat, you just copy the title, copy the link, put some hashtags in there, and tag the author. Done.
Yeah, it's not hard.
So what you're saying is all they have to do is copy stuff and post.
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna make the argument that maybe she like didn't know.
That's the bare minimum. You know, copy the article that gets posted in the social media channel. That's it.
Yeah, then
Yeah, I don't. I got one more side thing, Chad, if you want to talk about it.
All right.
Senior Bowls this week.
Okay.
Garrett and Mark are there. Repping Vendetta Sports Media.
Good for them.
Yeah, good for them.
Social media lady got fired at the wrong time because that'll be plenty of stuff to post.
Yep. Anybody you're looking forward to at the Senior Bowl?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not even in college football draft process yet.
All right.
I
just want to do a quick shout out.
Still riding the wave.
Yeah. Want to do a quick shout out for Garrett and Mark that are there.
Mark Izzo, right?
No, Mark Enriquez. He's the music guy, music blogger going to the Senior Bowl.
I don't think I've read any of, like, is he new? Like, how new is he?
Yeah, he's kind of new.
Okay.
He's maybe a month in.
Okay. I was going to say, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Why is the music guy going to the Senior Bowl, though?
He's the only one that wanted to go.
Wait, you paid for it?
No.
Oh. He just said, I'm going to go to the Senior Bowl.
I gave him $50 for some food.
It's like one day's worth of food.
Yeah.
Well, this is something.
Yeah. Figured I'd help out a little bit. Also, fuck Jim Nagy. The practices aren't on TV again for the first day, so that's lovely. But
where is it at, the Senior Bowl?
Like, Mobile, Alabama.
Oh, that sucks.
Why?
Like, if it was somewhere cool, like, that would be kind of awesome. Like,
oh
yeah, I'm going to like fucking Miami for the Senior Bowl.
I got
you.
Oh,
great! Get to go.
Yeah,
to
you know what's even fucked
Alabama.
up? The East-West Shrine game is also this week. I don't know why they scheduled them on the same week. That one's in Vegas.
See, that one would be like that's the one I'm going to.
If they schedule them on different weeks, yeah.
Just be like, oh, fucking, oh, practice is over. Time to go hit the bar.
Yeah. Pretty much. All right. That's all I have for the side stuff. I didn't sleep very great last night.
So I got a restful sleep, but I didn't sleep very long. So I only got like 6 hours of sleep. Really?
More than I got.
Really, it was like 5 because I woke up at like 7. And I set my alarm for 8. I don't know why I've been doing that a lot lately. Like I've very consistently recently been waking up like an hour before my alarm goes off, and it's pissing me off.
Well, I mean, Chad, you're in the Super Bowl. Could things really be that bad?
Yes. I'm talking about my personal life here, not my Eagles.
I mean, Chad, the Eagles are very much your personal life.
Well, no, it's like a second job. You wouldn't understand. It's a Philly thing.
So let's get into it. Chad, your Eagles are in the Super Bowl. Is that the way you wanted to win?
I don't give a shit.
I'm sure you don't care.
I don't fucking care.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you win. All that matters is that you fucking win.
Yeah.
You know how many fucking 1-0 victories I had in my wrestling career? You think I'm mad that I won the 1-0? Hell no.
1-0.
I fucking won, pussy.
1-0. I don't think I've ever won 1-0.
Oh my God. If I honestly, my wrestling career, I either pinned the kid in the third period or I won 1-0.
My bottom skills weren't exactly elite.
I should not necessarily 1-0. I usually won like 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1. Yeah, I've done a lot of 2-1s.
I usually won 2-1 because I usually first period would go like it would be like 0-0 at the end of the first. I'd pick bottom on the second period, reverse them, and then I would defer second period. They would pick bottom, get an escape, and then third period I would reverse them and get 2 and win.
Okay. I normally just, wanted the one takedown and then we're good for the day.
I was very good on bottom. I was like decent on top, and then I sucked. I don't want to say I sucked on my feet. I could take people down, but like I wasn't like the best on my feet. I was good at preventing takedowns, not getting them.
Were you a little bit sad for Brock Purdy? What a way to go out.
I felt bad for Brock Purdy in the sense that like people were questioning like, oh, why isn't he playing? Like,
Yeah,
like his fucking mental toughness isn't there. And then come to find out, he went back. First of all, he went back into the game with a torn UCL, which is like the Tommy John's one, right?
Yeah.
Fucking completely torn off. And then, what a fucking asshole Shanahan is.
I get it. I don't know. How many times are you in the NFC title game?
I put this in the Slack. I was much more scared of Christian McCaffrey coming in and being a wildcat quarterback than I was of fucking Josh Johnson.
Oh, once Josh Johnson was in the game, it was totally over.
So basically their second drive.
Yeah. Wasn't it? As soon as he came into the game, it was over.
Well, Purdy got injured on a turnover play on their very first drive. So as soon as their second drive started, it was Josh Johnson.
Yeah, as soon as that happened, it was over.
And I'm not gonna lie. Like again, like I don't really feel bad for Brock Purdy. It's part of I do feel bad for Brock Purdy in a sense that his fucking coach, who's supposed to be this fucking genius, got him injured. Genius. I mean, Shanahan's such a genius that he forgot to fucking block Hassan Reddick.
I get it. But, Chad, I mean, how many games did this fucking guy win with the last pick in the draft?
How many fucking times did he not block Hassan Reddick and get his fucking quarterback injured?
They finished the year 12-1. 12-1 with a quarterback that was taken with the last pick in the draft. I don't know. I just don't want to hear the fuck Kyle Shanahan stuff.
No, it's warranted. And
you think so?
What? I do, because
12-1 with Brock Purdy.
Okay, that's great.
Pretty fucking good.
That's great. But guess what? When the fucking lights were turned on, he folded like a fucking lawn chair. Kyle Shanahan got his fucking ass kicked by Nick Sirianni. And Nick Sirianni didn't really even have to do anything to fucking do it.
If you switched Hurts and Josh Johnson, I don't know. It's just he ran out of cards. It's just not his year. Sometimes you don't got the horse.
He ran out of cards because he literally fucking put his hand down.
What were you gonna do?
No, it's his fault though. Look. First drive, right? That fourth down conversion, that would have been over. If he challenges that, it would have been overturned.
Yeah,
that's on him. That's on him for not challenging it.
Tough in the moment. Don't have a good replay. You're on the sideline.
Are you fucking joke? Look, as soon as Devontae Smith got up, he was signaling, "Go, get to the line, snap the ball." That's on fucking Kyle Shanahan. You have to realize, when's the last time you saw a wide receiver catch the ball and be like, "I don't know if I caught that. Let's get to the line." They're always like, "Oh yeah, I got it." I've never seen a wide receiver be like, "Oh, I don't know. I didn't catch that one, guys. I might have dropped it." Never seen it before.
It wouldn't have mattered though.
Oh, and I think I'm saying ultimately in the grand scheme of things, I think the Eagles were going to win regardless.
It wouldn't matter.
But my point is you can't look at what Kyle Shanahan did in that game and be like, "Oh, I'm going to give him," like, don't get me wrong, he gets credit for what he did up to that point.
Has to.
But you like, it's two different things. You can give him credit and say, "Oh, he was really great this year," but in the NFC Championship game, he fucking sucked.
Chad, you could have dropped Jesus on the field, had him coach the 49ers, and they were still losing.
I don't think so. I think if you block Hassan Reddick with someone that's not a tight end, you probably don't get an injured Brock Purdy, and you maybe have a chance to win.
That's tough. There's just no way they win that game with Josh Johnson in any scenario.
I'm not talking about Josh Johnson. I'm talking about blocking Hassan Reddick. That way, the quarterback who started the game doesn't get hurt on the very
Who's blocked Hassan Reddick all year?
Huh?
Who's blocked Hassan Reddick all year?
I'm not saying that you would have stopped Hassan Reddick. I'm saying that if
nobody stopped that guy all year.
On that one play, if you maybe put a fucking tackle on him, Brock Purdy has an extra second to throw the ball and he doesn't get hurt.
That's tough to just put the whole thing on the head coach. I don't know.
Again, but let's not forget, he didn't learn his lesson the first time either. Because the very first series that Josh Johnson was in, he came in, they did the same fucking shit and left Hassan Reddick unblocked and he got sacked. So don't tell me it was, you can't really put that on Shanahan because his game plan must have been coming in. Let's not fucking block Hassan Reddick.
I think you're being harsh, Chad.
I think I'm being very fucking true.
Isaiah, what do you think?
There's 2 sacks in that game. You can go back and rewatch it. 2 sacks in that game where they literally just did not block Hassan Reddick.
They're a good defensive line and been getting sacks all year.
Look, I'm not saying that like you're gonna stop them, but I'm saying don't make it fucking easy.
At some point, you run out of cards.
Like, that's literally like saying you're basically like saying this is what I'm saying. You need to at least try and block Hassan Reddick. You're saying they've been getting sacks all year. So by your logic, fucking AJ Brown's been scoring touchdowns all year. We might as well just leave him wide open.
No, I'm not saying that.
That's exactly what you're saying.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we're playing poker and he was given a 2 and a 7 and you're asking him to go win the hand every single time. You're just not going to win the hand every time.
I'm asking him not to design plays that Hassan Reddick is being blocked by a tight end. I feel like that's a fair criticism of his coach. Because guess what? If Nick Sirianni did that, if Nick Sirianni was out there trying to block fucking Joey Bosa with what's his name, Jack Stoll, I'd be fucking coming for his job too.
Like, in fairness, Nick? I mean, Kittle's pretty good at blocking.
But he didn't try to block him with Kittle. He tried to block him with like the 3rd string tight end. Again, if you try to block him
Kittle's lined up beside the left tackle for some reason.
It doesn't matter. He called the play. He's in charge of calling that play. It's not like you don't know you don't know exactly where Hassan Reddick's going to line up, but you have to have some sort of idea. It's not like he's lining up playing fucking corner. You know he's going to line up as a defensive end. You know you have a general idea. This is where Hassan Reddick is going to be.
I think you're being harsh, Chad.
He fucking jumped out of the fucking stands.
They've had a great year. 12-1 with Brock Purdy. He didn't have the guys to do this.
Again, I'm not saying they would have won the game. I'm saying that, again, he coached really great this year. I'm not taking that away from him. But on the biggest stage against the best fucking pass rusher in the league, he said, we don't have to block that guy.
Best pass
that
rusher
is 100% on him.
Best pass rusher in the league. He was going to get sacks.
Again, it's not about him not getting sacks. It's about you don't fucking make it easy for him.
All right.
They basically put fucking Airbud out there to block him.
Airbud.
They basically said, "Hey Max, get in the game. Go block Hassan
Reddick."
Reddick."
They had Airbud at quarterback.
They pulled up the Maryland, grabbed Max out of Jamie's house and said, "Hey, you're blocking Hassan Reddick this week." That's what they did.
I don't know. I sat there watching that game thinking, what the hell do you want the guy to do? I mean,
I want him not to block Hassan Reddick with a tight end. That's like, again, you can say Kyle Shanahan did a really great job this season, but you have
100%.
to criticize him for deciding to block Hassan Reddick with a tight end. That is a valid criticism.
I don't know.
That is 100% fair.
If I go 99 out of 100 on a spelling bee test, and then I fuck up, I don't know, I fuck up a crazy word, and then
But
you're
that's
like,
not the thing. He didn't fuck up a crazy word, Trey.
well, all right.
He got knocked out of the fucking spelling bee.
Give me an example.
He got knocked out of the spelling bee on it.
That's harsh.
Look,
no.
If you're game planning for the Eagles defense, You know Hassan Reddick is their best fucking.
Even if they did block him, they were still losing.
But it's not a. Again, I'm not saying they were going to win the game. I'm saying if you like Kyle Shanahan is the reason Brock Purdy got injured. That is 100% his fault.
I think Hassan Reddick might be the reason why he got injured. He went for the ball. Good for him. He could have just went for the sack.
Again, he got there. It's not about him going for the ball. It's about when he got there. He got there at the right moment when Brock Purdy was bringing his arm forward to knock the ball out and hit him right on his elbow. If you maybe give Brock Purdy another half a second, instead of being here, his arm might be like here in his release. That's 100% on Kyle Shanahan for not putting his people in the right position to fucking.
We're humans, Chad. You know, it's not like he went the whole week and didn't post on social media. You know, he was doing his job on social media. He was posting on social media. He just, he had one brain fart.
No, yeah. Basically, what he did, he was doing really great. He was posting on social media, and then he accidentally posted the N-word on that one play.
That's no! Come on, Chad.
That's basically what he did.
No.
Yes, it is.
That's all right. We got to change the topic.
Oh, before I got to say this too. Fucking 49ers fans are so fucking soft.
Well, they're from San Francisco.
They all fucking week they were talking about how don't sleep on our number one defense. Our number one defense. We're gonna take over the link. There was like 3 fucking 49ers fans in Philadelphia this weekend.
Yeah.
One. Not to mention, as soon as they got beat, all of a sudden it's, we lost because of Brock Purdy. Well, we would have beat you if it wasn't for Brock Purdy. Well, we put fucking 31 points on your number 1 ranked defense. We scored 4 fucking rushing touchdowns. You haven't given up more than you haven't given up more than 2. Like,
I think their whole team fell apart when that happened.
Okay, I don't want to hear it again. If that's the case,
I'm not saying you're wrong.
If that's the case, then their defense is mentally soft. How many fucking years did fucking Chicago's defense have to sit through Mitch Trubisky?
And there were times they gave up too.
They were putting out fucking shutouts, and you didn't hear a fucking peep. They lose with fucking quarterback, and they fold immediately in one game.
They lost 3 quarterbacks or 4 quarterbacks technically though.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Their quarterback gets injured. And they fold immediately.
How about a little positive energy for Shanahan just picking Brock Purdy in the 7th round? Good move.
Good for him. He still got him injured.
I think Brock Purdy would trade what happened this year. Like, I don't think he'd trade it.
I think he would trade it for one Hassan Reddick block.
If he's not for Shanahan, he's not in the game.
That's fair. But again, I think it's weird. Again, it's weird. Like, we can give Shanahan credit and criticize him. Like, that's 100% valid.
But isn't that what it's all about? You get knocked out of the playoffs. Why bury the guy, 31 teams are going to lose.
Because again, it's because he didn't give his – you're the coach. Your job is to put your people in the right places to make the best out of their talents. He did not do that when he decided to block Hassan Reddick with a tight end.
All right.
Or, if you want to block Hassan Reddick with a tight end, you got to do it with 2 tight ends. You got to chip him with the running back. You can't just be like, oh, well, you're a tight end. You go out there and fucking block him. Like, example, how many times did you see Nick Bosa getting blocked by an Eagles tight end and only an Eagles tight end?
I saw him lined up against Lane Johnson the whole game.
You think there's a reason why the Eagles didn't block him with a fucking tight end?
Lane Johnson's also a lot better than Mike McGlinchey.
I'm not saying he's not, but I think Mike
McGlinchey a lot better.
I'm not saying Lane Johnson's not. Even with the torn adductor.
There's an alternate universe out there where Hassan Reddick cooked Mike McGlinchey the whole game too.
Okay. But my point is, again, Mike McGlinchey is still a better blocker than their backup tight end. again, if you don't have your backup tight end blocking Hassan Reddick, you don't think maybe there's an extra second?
Maybe you need 2 guys on Fletcher Cox.
No. Again, I think if you've got the fucking look again, if we're
You're the one that's supposed to be happy. Your Eagles are in the Super Bowl, and you're blasting Shanahan like he's the problem.
It's fair criticism. It's fair criticism to say, hey,
Right.
he fucked up. Like, and the reason why I'm saying this is because all fucking week people have been saying, acting like, the Eagles only won this because Brock Purdy got knocked out. First of all, that's not really true. But people are acting like the Eagles shouldn't be happy that they're going to the Super Bowl because Brock Purdy got injured. My point is you can't be mad at the Eagles when it was Kyle Shanahan's fault the guy got injured in the first place. It's not like, and two, to say like, you only won because Brock Purdy got injured. It's not like the 49ers came into this game with no quarterbacks. You have to give the Eagles.
Chad, I don't know, man. 7th round rookie. It's barely a quarterback.
It's barely please. All fucking week I've been hearing how fucking people have been, fucking Brock Purdy's the new fucking Tom Brady.
Yeah, but they say that all the time with the Shanahan guys. They thought Nick Mullins was going to be good. They thought CJ Beathard was going to be good. He's had nothing for a long time.
My point is you can't have it both ways. Brock Purdy can't be the fucking saving grace of the franchise.
When did I say Brock Purdy was the saving grace?
Everybody's been saying it.
I didn't say that.
I didn't say you said it.
I specifically remember saying, hey, he was a 4-year starter at Iowa State. I'm not saying he's going to light the world on fire, but maybe he can at least hold the fort down, because if Nick Mullins could win a couple of games, maybe he can too.
Look, I'm not saying you said it, but you can see it on Twitter, all the fucking, like the national media, all fucking week it was, Brock Purdy might be the next Tom Brady. The 49ers got the number 1 defense. And then guess what? As soon as the Eagles beat them, the tune changes. It was Brock Purdy, and if he got injured, and then even if he didn't get injured, it was still just Brock Purdy. And the defense, because of this, that, it's all excuses. As soon as the Eagles every single time the Eagles beat somebody, it's, they didn't really play anybody to get there.
I think Isaiah can back me up here when saying last week's show, I think I specifically remember saying, can Brock Purdy do enough? Can he put up 24 points? That's not asking the world out of him.
Again, I'm not talking about you. I'm saying in the national media, they were all
Fuck the national media, Chad.
Well, this is what I'm coming for the national media right now. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying fuck those guys.
All right.
All fucking week it was, the 49ers, Brock Purdy, the defense. I didn't hear anybody talk about the fact that the Eagles had the number 1 sacks. Like it was.
We talked about it all week.
Again, I'm not talking about us. I know what we said. I'm talking about them.
All right.
The people outside.
All right.
I'm just saying. As soon as the Eagles beat somebody, it's automatically, they didn't do anything. That team's not that good. You can't have it both ways. It can't be 1 week, they're the greatest thing since sliced bread. As soon as the Eagles beat them, they're not that good. And also, too, by the way, the people saying that, the Eagles had the easiest walk to the easiest route to the Super Bowl. No shit, they're the 1 seed. They're supposed to have the easiest route to the Super Bowl.
That's how it works.
That's exactly. Like, imagine going to the NCAA tournament and being like,
Now, I will say it was an easier route than the number 1 seed for the AFC.
No. I mean, that's I would say that's debatable. It's only easy because Brock Purdy was the fucking quarterback and he got injured. They still had
to go through, I think, a better Jacksonville team than the Giants.
Well, I mean, they had the same record.
In the AFC. I think the AFC's tougher.
That might be fair. But either way.
And then this Bengals team's pretty good.
Either way, saying, the Eagles had the easiest path to the Super Bowl, Again, that's like going to the fucking NCAA tournament. Oh, Spencer Lee, he's a national champion. Oh, he had a real easy path. He only had to wrestle the 8th seed and the 4th seed. No, I guess it would be the 4th seed. So
I don't know. Let's switch to the next game because I think you're being a little harsh on Shanahan, Chad.
no, I feel like he deserves to get harsh because he let his quarterback get injured. That's not being harsh. That's being honest. Again, if Nick Sirianni did the same thing, if Jalen Hurts got injured because he blocked fucking Joey Bosa with Jack Stoll, I'd be having the same conversation saying, what the fuck was Nick Sirianni doing?
Speaking of Jalen Hurts, I feel like it's necessary for me to write an apology blog to him. Yes. I didn't think Super Bowl was in his pathway.
Neither did I. Well, yeah, neither did I.
Super Bowl.
I mean, again, I still think in the moment the pick was wrong, the wrong pick. You can't go back and be like, oh, now, knowing what we know now, hindsight's 2020. But I mean, ultimately it worked out. So good for Howie Roseman.
I feel like I maybe should apologize if I rip Howie for passing on AJ Brown and DK Metcalf in the draft, then I have to give him his credit when he gets something right.
That's fair.
Yeah. All right. Last game.
Chiefs Bengals.
Chad, I don't want to make this into a fuck the refs thing. I hate doing that. I never want to do that. I'd feel a little bit sick if I was a Bengals fan. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
I've never seen a do-over in my life.
Yeah, they were bad. Like,
what the fuck was that?
And there was like all kinds of missed calls and things like that. It's
even the punt that Sky Moore brought back to get him kind of in field goal range, total block in the back.
Yeah. Like I said, like normally, like when it comes to like the missed calls and stuff like that, like I'm like, it's gonna fucking happen.
Yeah.
Like what was it? I want to say it was like 3 years ago, the Saints with fucking
that
pass interference.
Yeah.
Like the shit's just gonna fucking happen, but like they were bad. Like
bad.
Like I'm not making excuses for like the last penalty, right? Like you can't do that.
I understand it.
Because like that's 100 that's getting called 100% of the time, right?
But
I
thought Burrow got pretty fucking whacked on his last drive.
Yeah.
I think they could have called passing or roughing the passer there.
You mean when he was back like on the goal line, right?
Yeah, he got hammered.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately,
and that there was a weird flag on Eli Apple where he like really didn't do much. That extended the drive.
So
they had a do-over on a fucking third down.
I think for me, the biggest thing is that do-over on the third down.
I've never seen that before.
Like, so like, I think like, I remember watching the broadcast and Tony Romo was like, oh, like they tried to show like the replay, like the one official was trying to like run in.
I didn't know what the fuck was happening.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like when they were trying to explain it, right? And they showed like the one replay, like they focused on like the ref that was like on like the far sideline was trying to like run in to stop it, but then the play started.
Yeah.
And like he just backed out of it.
Yeah.
Like that I've never seen. I've never seen them be like, "Oh, we're going to try to stop this play." The play starts and then they're like, "Oh, well, never mind. We'll just let it go through." Like
and then don't count it.
You can't run through it. Like you got to like if you're going to stop it, you got to fucking stop it.
Yeah.
Like if the ref should have just kept running in. Like I get that, oh, maybe like they didn't hear the whistle because of the crowd noise and shit. Like I get that. But like you can't like again, there's no such thing as halfway crooks. You can't start to stop it and then be like, "Oh, never mind. I'm not going to stop it." And then come back and be like, "Oh, never mind, then never mind. We are going to not count it." Like
yeah. And let's say the Chiefs had a good play on that. Would they have said we're redoing it?
I mean, we wouldn't know, but I would have I would have to hope like if the Chiefs did pick up the first down, they would have had to have been like, "Yeah, we're going to do it."
I don't know if the answer to that is yes. Based on the way that game went.
It's crazy.
Are you a little bit nervous for the Andy Reid revenge game? You have to be.
I mean, I said this before. I thought that the Bengals were the easier team for the Eagles in the Super Bowl. I said, like, Kansas City scares me. I think
You have to be nervous.
I'm optimistic. I have my concerns because it's Andy Reid, because it's Pat Mahomes, but I feel like, I mean, the Bengals offensive line, they got to Mahomes, or defensive line. I mean, the Bengals defensive line, they got to Mahomes. The Eagles defensive line is better. Mahomes is still good. Like, it'll probably be better, but he still has the high ankle sprain.
It'll be a lot better in 2 weeks.
I mean, it's still going to be affecting him, because think about how many guys get high ankle sprains and, like, they're done for like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Right. So, like, it's still going to be affecting him, even though it's going to be better. I mean, Kansas City right now, they have a lack of weapons. Like they were down to like Juju Smith-Schuster, and that was it. I think
I'll never forgive them for taking fucking stupid Sky Moore ahead of Pickens. Imagine if they had Pickens in that offense. My fantasy team, it's not right.
Yeah. I'm nervous, but like at the same time, I feel like the Eagles still like have a pretty good shot.
Okay.
Like, I'm optimistic.
I would be very worried. Andy Reid's going to pull out the 800-year-old trick plays that he's been saving just for this moment.
I mean, that's fair, but I feel like if the Eagles run the ball, like they have a shot. Not even a shot. Like, I feel like they if they just run the ball, because like Kansas City's defense, they can't stop the run.
I don't know if they can stop anything. I know during the broadcast they were blowing those rookie corners. It's like, did they really do a good job?
I mean, they had some plays. I don't think their corners are going to be able to shut down Devontae Smith and AJ.
I thought
Brown.
there was a lot of times
they made some plays.
There were a lot of times they threw the ball to Jamar Chase, and he 100% was the winner in those battles.
Oh yeah. Well,
the only real play they had was the long deep shot to T. Higgins where the guy tipped it and the other guy was there to catch the pick.
So didn't they have 2 picks though?
What was the other one?
They had one early in the game.
Oh, he threw it right to him.
Yeah,
right?
Kansas City didn't score after they got it though.
Yeah, I remember what you're talking about.
Or they got a field goal afterwards. But I mean, I don't know. Like I said, they made some plays. But yeah, I think I think I saw somewhere like the Bengals they were like 7, their average yards per completion or something like that was like 6 yards. Average yards per play might have been like 6 yards. Wait, was it? So they had like 3 35-yard completions that really brought up their average yards per completion or something like that. But outside of those plays, like their average was only like 6 yards per completion.
I don't think they played really that well offensively.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, it sucks because like you want to blame the refs, but at the end of the day, like it's not like Cincinnati got off to a great start.
No, I'm not blaming the refs, but I would be a little bit sick about the shit that happened.
Yeah.
Because I think that game should have went to overtime.
Yes and no. Like I'm never gonna like really be mad at the refs for missing a call because literally there's 22 fucking people on the field that they have to look at. So like they're going to miss things.
The do-over was bullshit, and I felt like they owed Cincinnati one.
Yeah, so like again, I'm gonna kill the rest of that do-over, but the missed block in the back, I'm not like I can't be mad at it because like you see that every week,
Yeah.
right? It's not like that was like, oh, it was just that. It's that you see that every week. It happens.
But if that gets called correctly, it's going to overtime.
Yeah.
Even with the late hit.
It's unfortunate, but again, if you don't tackle Mahomes when he's out of bounds, it also goes to overtime. Because I don't think Butker was going to make the kick from it would have been. Like
I also don't think he killed him either.
Huh?
I also don't think he killed him out of bounds.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
I'm not saying they don't normally call that, but I don't know. I don't think he could have really laid him out if he wanted to.
I mean, it doesn't matter. You just got to make a better heads up play. And I mean, I feel bad for I don't remember his name, number 58.
Joseph
but he was
Ossai.
playing good.
He was playing
well.
He was
playing really good that game. He sacked Mahomes, didn't he?
Yep.
He had a couple tackles in the backfield.
Yep.
But now, like, everyone's just going to remember, like, oh, he pushed Mahomes when he was out of bounds. You just can't have that.
I don't know. I think at some point they give the quarterbacks a little bit too much runway now. Like even, I don't know if you saw this, Aaron Rodgers came out and said the roughing the passer penalty is ridiculous. For him to come out and say that, I think says a lot about the way it's called.
I mean, but that's the thing. Like that same penalty, pushing the guy out of bounds, I've seen that not called on other positions. Like it's not just that one's not just called on quarterbacks. Like I've seen that called for running backs. I've seen that called for wide receivers. Like it doesn't matter. Like that's basically like going over to the sideline and just pushing the guy just randomly.
I know. It's just really hard to tell the guy to just let him keep running.
I mean, so again, if Mahomes had like 1 foot inbound, was 1 foot out of bounds, maybe I'd be like, oh yeah, that's kind of ticky-tack. Yeah, but Mahomes was like his entire body was out of bounds when he got pushed. Like that's like you like it like I.
Do you think he sold it at all?
Huh?
Do you think he sold it at all? Do you think he could have stayed on his feet if he really tried?
I think there's two things with that. A, it still would have been a penalty even if he stayed on his feet. You can't push the guy when he's out of bounds. B, I don't think so because you got to think about it like and this is going to be my AP high school class coming out here.
Ooh.
In terms of physics, right? Like every action has a reaction, right?
Uh-huh.
So for one, Mahomes is trying to slow down, decelerate, come to a stop. You got Ossai. It's not like he was on his side or he was in front of him. He was behind him when he pushed him. He was directly behind Mahomes. Mahomes is already pushing this way. He's pushing this way. You got that force of him pushing. Like, it's just going to, that's what Mahomes is already off balance. He's trying to stop. You know what I'm saying?
That's science right there.
Yeah. So, Mahomes was going down.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. He only pushed him slightly. It's
all right. I just wanted to see what you thought. All right. What else we got to go over? Anything else? We went long enough.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else other than I don't know. I feel really bad for the kid, number 58. Like, I mean, yeah, he made a mistake. People are like trying to kill him. He's his own fucking teammates like yelling.
I saw that
at him after the game.
Yeah.
But he does have one good teammate. The one was it BJ Hill came over to his locker and he was telling reporters like, "That's a dumb question. No, he's not answering that. Ask a different question."
Yeah.
When they were trying to like ask him, like stuff like, do you feel like you cost the team the game and like shit like that? Like that's a good teammate.
Great teammate. Need some more of those guys around here.
Need some of those guys for social media.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Or girls,
Some of those people.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't got anything else.
Good.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. If you're watching on, well, you have to be watching. Yeah, if you're watching it on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, get notifications, like the video. Follow us on Twitter, Vendetta VSM. You can see that at the bottom of the screen there. You can follow Trey on Twitter at Trey Daubert. Follow me at Lilfooted, LILFWOTED. What else? Anything else? You like us on Facebook, follow our Instagram. Other than that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.